right, well, good morning, everyone. I thought we were going to be outside, but so I'm prepared for the cold and rain. But anyway, welcome, good morning. I was sitting in Dover the other day actually working on plastic pollution, as Brian and I have been talking about, and wondering why we didn't have a statewide sustainability director. But so then I got Brian's call about a county sustainability director, and I was so excited because I actually didn't know you were working on this. But I firmly believe climate change, sea level rise, air quality, water quality, all of that can't wait. We're already, kind of behind the eight ball. I am pleased with some of the things we've been able to do together, County Council and the administration. We've addressed a little bit of plastic pollution as much as we can in the county. We don't have a huge role in that regard, but we've addressed it in County Council offices as well as the county cafes and your offices. We've gotten, let me see here, Matt's put a lot more money into open space preservation, which of course is the, a big piece of protecting our water and air quality. We've worked together on, the county has been a huge supporter of our youth summit from the very beginning. We're now heading into our 5th year, but the county is, was a primary sponsor from day one to encourage our youth to get involved as advocates for the environment. So I'm grateful for that. I think Rich is back there, the general manager of the land use department, and we work closely. We've gotten a few things done the last few years, including the EV capable ordinance for electric vehicles at new residential construction, and also the solar ready ordinance on large commercial in buildings. So there's also a new ordinance that just was introduced the other day on to make it easier to redevelop properties, which is a piece of this puzzle that I'm excited about. And we've got a bunch of things in the works, including zero net energy ordinance and native plant ordinance, which I hope to bring to council later this year. Been sitting on that for a while. But anyway, without further ado, I'm going to turn things over to Matt because he's the star of the show today to tell us what he has in mind for the next couple years and the sustainability department that we're hoping to create, right? So, Matt Meyer, the county executive.
Thank you, Councilwoman Durham. We're very fortunate to have Councilman Durham here today and on council each and every day. How do I say this politely? When you watch or attend county council meetings, they're not always reflective of what the general public is seeing and thinking and working on every day. If Councilwoman Durham were not on council, there would be a huge void in addressing sustainability in this county. She's there every day looking for opportunities to preserve our land, air, and water for future generations. So when we talked about who do we want here, who do we want to introduce, it was easy to say Councilwoman Durham. So thank you for continuing to push us and push the state forward. Our staying in my office is, while we're working in the weeds of county government, the state's working on weed. But we're in the weeds every day. I can throw out other ones too. April showers bring May, weed. But the cameras are on, so I should, we're here to announce 2 things today. The first is, for the first time, we're gonna have a sustainability coordinator, cabinet level, reporting to me in county government. The second is we're launching a sustainability plan initiative where, in collaboration with the public, we want to write an environmental sustainability plan. It's Earth Month. We just passed Earth Day. Today is Arbor Day, I think, right? Today is Arbor Day, and it's commonly said, think globally, act locally. One thing I love about our job, Councilwoman Durham, is that we're acting locally every day. That's what we do. I feel like you watch TV, you turn on cable news, they're thinking globally or nationally, sometimes in ways that are very harmful. We're acting locally in ways that are really helpful, and that's our job every day, to find new and creative ways to act locally. There are many of the people who made this possible are here today, and I want to highlight them. Jen Atkins of the Delaware Nature Society, of course, is here. Thank you for being here. John Herod of the Partnership for Delaware Estuaries, who I last saw out literally cleaning our waterways on Earth Day with about 100 some people at 14 different sites across our county. Thank you. Pulling out, I forget the numbers, I had 8 tons of stuff over the course of the 30 years they've done that cleaning. James Wilson from Bike Delaware, if you can't find him, you can see his bike behind us. It's a high-end Danish commuter, right? Dutch, sorry. High-end Dutch, sorry to the Dutch. High-end Dutch commuter. We also have Stacy Napper from Councilman Toole's office. Thank you for representing Councilman Toole here. In our office, this effort in many ways starts with Rich Hall. Rich came in and wrote the most comprehensive plan that we've ever had. Normally, the county hires an outside consultant to write a plan. Nobody really pays much attention to it. There are a few nominal public meetings. What Rich did is came in with decades of experience in planning, really high-level, national leading experience, and he revamped our entire planning process, where we truly have a world-class plan. For those that, I know there are many in the room that participated in the writing of that plan, and sustainability flows through everything in that plan. A plan is great. We now need to figure out how to implement it, as Rich reminds me nearly every day. And so this is part of the implementation, saying that in fact the sustainability plan called for a cabinet level sustainability coordinator. So this is a step in implementing that plan. In my first term as county executive, as Councilwoman Durham referred to, we introduced something called the GreeNCC program. It was a mix of state and local legislation and policies to create more opportunities for clean energy, efficiency in commercial properties, to protect air quality, preserve open space, conserve forest and habitats, to clean water and rivers through enhanced stormwater management, preserve scenic views along our byways, and something close to my heart, build bike paths and walkable communities throughout our county. In addition, we led by example, planting only native species in the development of new landscape areas at county properties. Through our Public Works Department, we institute many ways that individual homeowners can make a huge impact on our environment by obtaining rain barrels, planting rain gardens, and properly disposing of oils and grease so as not to pollute our waterways. We also embarked, as I mentioned, on the most ambitious community outreach program led by Rich in county history when preparing the NCC at 2050 comprehensive plan. So from this input, the comprehensive plan includes sustainability and climate change as one of the county's leading 11 policy priorities. And the plan articulates that we must lead on climate change and create a path to net zero greenhouse gas emissions, and also prepare our built environment for a clean energy future. What's interesting is that when you look at different governments across our state, the county government in many ways is best situated to have a positive impact on climate change, more than in some ways the state government or any other government. And so I'm here to say that we're going to continue to do that long into the future. So today, as we close out the Earth Month celebrations, we're proposing that Newcastle County create its first ever sustainability plan, which we're going to call Pathway to Sustainability. This initiative will pull together all our efforts across departments to ensure that we can sustain a vibrant and livable community for future generations to come. Our children and our children's children must have access to clean air and water. They must be able to easily get to open spaces and parks to recreate, exercise, and explore. We must connect communities together so that our residents can think about our alternative paths to get to work and back home. We must come together to create more affordable housing options and more walkable communities for everyone to live, work, and play. As James Wilson often reminds me, sustainable communities are often less expensive communities, more affordable communities. And we're going to do sustainability with that in mind, that it's not just for the richest of the rich to separate trash. It's got to be more than that. So to achieve all these goals, we must use all our resources to create a plan with goals and objectives that are regularly updated and implemented, and one to which we are all, as elected officials, held to account. That's why I'm proposing to create a new cabinet level position who work directly with all county staff, our community and stakeholder groups. The Sustainability Director will be responsible for managing, facilitating, advising the development of a holistic, comprehensive sustainability plan which will begin and end with your input. I'd love to stand up here and say, here's the Sustainability Coordinator and they are starting Monday. However, I am not a king. I am a county executive. And like most things, it either has to go through my mother or through County Council. And in this case, it needs to go through County Council. So we're hoping we will have Councilwoman Durham and at least 6 other council members to support our effort to create a new position of Sustainability Director. In terms of the pathway to sustainability, you can go right now to newcastlede.gov/sustainability, newcastlede.gov/sustainability to learn more about the Pathway to Sustainability initiative. And most importantly, give us your thoughts and ideas. There will be additional public meetings in trying to put together this plan. I particularly want to call out and thank Tracy Searles, Rich Hall, Char Patibanda, Brian Boyle, Andrea Almond for putting together the roots of this plan. And we're looking forward to building it out with all of your collaboration into the future. So Delaware, it's interesting. Newcastle County has never had a sustainability plan before. I go to county conferences of counties. I hear from other cities and states across the country that have sustainability plans. We are the lowest lying state in the country. We are the lowest lying state in the country. In many ways, we should be first in putting together a sustainability plan. So we're eager to get to work, to lay out the plans, policies, and actions for the future so that we in our community can continue to be on the forefront in repelling the changes to our climate. Thank you.